Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing a new video for you guys, and this time I am talking about Transformers Robots in Disguise.
Everyone's favorite show, right?
Anyways, Robots in Disguise started premiering a couple of episodes in Canada, which means I can review them at a pretty quick time. So here we go. The episode is episode 14 of season 2, or some people are calling it season 2.5. And it's called History Lesson, so there you go. Before we start the video, I'd like to say, spoiler alert! The show starts off with a mentally challenged joke. I wish I was kidding. I kinda am. Basically, Sideswipe called Strongarm slow, which I was kinda like, that's a little close there, buddy. So the Autobots decide, hey, we're gonna go somewhere. Bumblebee's gonna take them all somewhere. They go somewhere, they're inside this kind of base, and they're like, what the hell are we doing here? There's gonna be humans everywhere. Well, it turns out there's no humans. And they go outside, and they see the original Autobot base from Transformers Prime. Which, if you recall, got blown up in the last series. Anyways, Bumblebee talks about the memories of the old base. He even mentions Bulkhead, which is pretty cool and whatnot, so that's something. But there's an odd bomb that Bee doesn't recognize, and it's protected by a force field, and apparently it was done by Paralon. So Paralon is actually in this episode, and then the Autobots fight some little security drones that haven't been activated for a while because plot. Can you blame them? They need something to shoot. Anyways, later on, Bumblebee and Paralon start going at it, and apparently the Minicon can power up the host, so that means the guy who's holding the weapon can get powered up by the Minicon. But what's also funny is the Minicon can actually control the body of the person he's holding, so that's actually kind of cool. Oh, and I love the scene where Strongarm and Drift get a call from Bumblebee, but it's all garbled up, and they don't worry about it. Because, you know, there's not a possible Decepticon roaming around. That's not happening. Especially with an unrecognizable bomb. Were you stupid? Grimlock stands on a landmine for a bit. So Bee gets the Minicon. Unfortunately, the Minicon is controlling Bumblebee now, which is going after Drift and his Minicons. They all fall. Paralon deploys the bomb, unfortunately, so they're like, uh-oh, we need to do something about that. And then Sideswipe eventually goes after Paralon, and he finds him. He's like, oh, I caught you now. And then he gets caught in a bunch of rubble that starts falling down because, you know, he sucks. Even though he goes after him again and actually kicks his ass. So there's that. They catch up again, Sideswipe kicks his ass again, but uh-oh, the Minicon Buzz Strike or whatever, you know, the one that comes from Bumblebee, starts going after Sideswipe and attacking him, and apparently there's this gun that Paralon wants, but the Minicon, because he's actually a good guy working for Paralon for some reason, like a security reason, he doesn't kill Sideswipe because he just thinks that's morally wrong, and he leaves the weapon as well. So Paralon does not have the weapon, he didn't destroy any Autobots or whatnot, so it kind of sucks for him. Grimlock is fine, by the way. It was like, okay, I'm gonna set on mine for while you do this, and then it doesn't matter now. But uh-oh! It's not all fine and dandy by the end of this episode because you got Decepticon roaming around, and you also have Bumblebee's exercise video that you can't unwatch. That is seriously how the episode ends. Overall, if you like Robots in Disguise, I think you'll enjoy this episode. It was a great time to just kind of roam the halls of something that you remember back in 2012, so that's pretty cool. I know that's not that many years ago, but still, it's pretty cool because I love Transformers Prime. It's actually one of my favorite series of Transformers, probably my favorite series, like the favorite. But overall, the episode was kind of like high and low. It was not really that exciting. It was cool to see the Minicon and how that gets incorporated with the host, so that's pretty cool. But nah. For most of it, I think it was mostly just to address the Minicon and the new Decepticon, and that was pretty much it. Like, to lead up to whatever's gonna happen next. I think that's the majority of this episode. And I think they're finding out that, hey, when we talk about Transformers Prime, a lot of people like that, so why don't we just go back to the original base? So, that's my review. I mean, it was okay for me. It was just a basic RID episode. Wasn't that great. Wasn't that bad. So, there you go. Anyways, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all this fun shit. I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump! Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are talking about Transformers Robots in Disguise. Now, I'm going to try and make this brief, but there's a couple of things I need to mention. First off, is that in Canada, this is technically Season 2 continuing off. In America, it's Season 3. So, before more of a storm comes blowing through, I'm just gonna say this is the second episode that got premiered in Canada, so everyone's happy, okay? Thank you, we're done with this argument. Done. Okay? That's it. Anyways, the other thing that I gotta mention is that I don't have a download link or a streaming link or anything like that because this episode got premiered on Teletoon, which is a Canadian channel on TV. You guys remember what TV is, right? That's where I saw it. I didn't see it from a website or anything like that, not a streaming service or anything. It was TV. So I don't have a link to it. Also, because someone asked, I am not uploading the episode at all. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. So the episode is called Strongarm's Big Score, which sounds like she's finally gonna lose her virginity, right? That's what the episode is? Very stormy outside. Also, spoiler kiss, alerticus. So it starts off with Sideswipe and Strongarm being attacked by Thunderhoof, which I thought was in cryosleep. Yeah, I was confused at that point. But not only that, one of the Autobots decapitate Thunderhoof. What? Don't worry everyone, it's only a simulation, which means it's alright. Yeah, decapitation, you can do anything in a simulation. On a kid's show, if it's a simulation, it's alright, right? Fix-It tells everyone that he's been keeping score on everyone, and apparently Strongarm got the lowest score, which she takes very, very easily, right? No, she doesn't. Anyways, the Autobots go off to find that Decepticon they found in the last episode, so they go to previous Autobot sites to see if they're going after anything. And Strongarm decides, hey, Fix-It, you want to come along? It's not so that you can watch me fight and give me a better score or anything. This is not about that. So yeah, they go off on an adventure, and Fix-It dressed up as a human is like the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So Fix-It and Strongarm go to the first Autobot base. No, not the one in Transformers Prime. Apparently there was one before that. What? Oh no! Someone's been digging through there, which could only mean one thing. It's gotta be a Decepticon, which it is, and we finally get Scatterspike and Sawtooth. Also, why does Scatterspike sound like a hillbilly, and why am I okay with that? Speaking of which, while Fix-It is off doing whatever with Strongarm, the humans are pretty much doing Fix-It's job back at the base, and they're kind of sucking at it. And that's pretty much their whole thing that they do. That's pretty much it. That's all it is. Thank you, humans. You've been a great service. So in the caves, they find out they're very close to liquid hot magma, and there's a drill. It's drilling down, and it's gonna blow up the volcano. There's pressure and shit. I don't know, science! I think the best scene out of this whole episode is when Fix-It is all stern and says, Sawtooth, you're arrested. And as soon as Sawtooth starts charging after Fix-It, he's like, ah! Also, Scatterspike is a girl with the beard. I don't know what to say about that. Also, she's got these spikes that, unlike Quillfire, doesn't do one thing. It all does different things, and sometimes it backfires. Like on this episode, when she threw her spikes, the person that got hit is now magnetized, which includes Scatterspike, and now Scatterspike and Strongarm are magnetically fused, so that was something. They eventually both end up in a human city, and then they get demagnetized and run off and start fighting, and Strongarm punches the shit out of Scatterspike, and then that's pretty much it. Yay!
Fix it!
And Sawtooth are back in the caves, trying to fix everything because the drill, it didn't work out as well as they hoped, and the volcano's gonna erupt, but don't worry, they have science, and they fix it. That's it. That's all you get. See you on Tuesday. Scatterspike and Sawtooth eventually escape, and they go to the Minicon hideout, where there is another Decepticon. There's like a teal clampdown called, what's it called? Claw Trap. Really thinking of new names here. The show ends with Optimus getting a call from Bumblebee. Bumblebee is saying he needs help, so Optimus Prime is coming. Yay for that. So that's cool, I guess. And so Strongarm's score, you know, that thing, you know, it goes up. Fix-It raises it. But oh no, there's a twist. Strongarm kept the score for Fix-It, and she's not telling him, so Fix-It's like freaking out about that now. It's all wacky! Anyways, this episode was kind of like, okay, I guess. I mean, we actually did get to see more of the Minicons that are being introduced in the show. We actually got to see, what is it, Aerobolt or whatever, the one that comes with the Power Surge Optimus Prime. But it's just kind of basic episode. It's cool to see Scatterspike and to see her introduction. And I like the fact that it's actually a female this time, so that's pretty cool. But other than that, again, just a basic episode. If you want to watch it, go ahead and watch it. If you don't, you don't. It's just whatever. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all this button. Do that! And a little bit of a burp. And I'll see you guys next time! Fist bump! Hey guys, I'm just gonna add on this part. I find it kind of funny that, well, not really that funny, I guess, but, we got a new episode of Transformers Robots in Disguise today, but today is also the 32nd anniversary of Transformers in general, at least for when it got first aired on TV. So, I thought that was kind of cool, so, just wanted to say that. There you go.
When suddenly, it's the spoiler!
Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here, doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at the third Transformers Robots in Disguise episode to be premiered in Canada first, and that is called Pretzel Logic. I'm not kidding you, the episode is called Pretzel Logic. Now, right now my throat hurts. I just woke up today and my throat kept, like, I don't know, hurting. I don't know how to describe it. And my ears feel a little plugged up, so I think I'm coming down with something. But there is a couple of things I should note beforehand. First off, I do not have a link to the episode. It got premiered on TV. You guys remember what TV is? Yeah, it got premiered on TV, so I don't have a link or a download or anything like that for the episode. And I am not uploading the episode. I know someone recently asked me to do that. No, I am not doing that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the episode. There aren't going to be a lot of cutaways in this episode because I just want to upload this episode, honestly, so here we go. Anyways, the episode starts off with the Autobots going around places, you know, they're kind of separated, scavenging for pretty much whatever in certain places, like Bumblebee and Sideswipe are in Egypt, which kind of, I believe, ties into the episode when Megatron, like, first got his Prime Arm and first attacked the Autobots. That was actually in Egypt. But Grimlock is off by himself. He's in like a snowy terrain place, I don't know, location unknown. And apparently there was an incident earlier that he got mad about, so he punched a wall. And, well, Monk saw him. And this, or at least a monk-like character, and he doesn't seem that disturbed that there's a giant robotic T-Rex that punched his wall. No! You know what he does? He's like, come on, let's teach you patience. I'll teach you how to make pretzels. Okay. So Pretzel Jesus and Grimlock is making pretzels when suddenly a Decepticon and a Minicon shows up. Wow, isn't that something different from the last couple of episodes? No? Okay. Anyway, so the new Decepticon in this is actually a repaint / remold of Bisque. It has a new head, and it's called Thermidor, and we actually get to see the Minicon, what is it, Tricerashot? It's the Triceratops, the orange Triceratops Minicon that was released for the Minicon Weaponizer lineup. So Grimlock finds a con only to have a building pretty much almost fall on him or something, I don't know. So the Decepticon finds this weapon. It's like the Minicon Energizer weapon thing that transforms from his claw, and he's going to destroy Grimlock with it, but here comes the Autobots. You've got Drift, you've got Bumblebee, you've got Strongarm, you've got Sideswipe, and they all come at him, and then eventually they start chasing him down the road, and they get knocked out one by one, except for Bumblebee. Grimlock is still trying to catch up with them, and just as Bumblebee catches up with the Decepticon threatens to pretty much destroy this chairlift thing at the mountain. He's going to snap a pole, and the whole thing's going to come down, and it's going to be like, oh no, not the humans. B does get knocked out, but Grimlock finally comes in and starts being the hero, and he starts to use patience, and here's the thing, a Decepticon is watching him. It kind of looks like a Viacom, but there's something odd about him. And he's on the comm talking to someone. Now, I thought it was the Decepticon we talked about previously that was a repaint of Clampdown, but the voice is actually pretty familiar to an older character in the Transformers series, #Starscream. Grimlock successfully takes out the Decepticon, but the Decepticon and the Minicon escape from the ground bridge. So, they grabbed the weapon that I forgot existed, and now Pretzel Jesus is teaching Bumblebee how to make pretzels, but the most important thing about the whole episode is Grimlock knows how to make a pretzel. Overall, this episode was okay. You know, it wasn't bad or anything like that. I like the Decepticon. I'm pretty sure it's voiced by Jim Cummings. Tricerashot or whatever his name is. You know, it was a pretty cool Minicon nonetheless. What is interesting though is Tricerashot. You know how the Minicons can actually take over the body of whoever's holding the weapon? Well, Tricerashot went to Grimlock, but he could not control him. Well, he could for a little bit, but Grimlock was able to defend himself from that. So, which apparently doesn't really happen. So that was interesting. But nonetheless, it's pretty cool. I am curious how that Decepticon is going to look, the Viacon looking one with the... It has a different face. It actually has eyes, as it seems. It's not just a visor. So I don't know how that's going to look, but I'm pretty sure he's talking to Starscream because I can hear it. I've watched so much Transformers Prime. Look, a whole shelf is dedicated to Transformers Prime in my collection. You can see right there. Look at that. Look at that. So anyways, that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all this fun. Do that so my throat hurts. So I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump. Hey guys, what's up? I've had a long day, so this is not going to be one of those long videos to where I pretty much explain everything. This is just going to be a quick video on how I feel about Transformers Robots in Disguise Season 2, Episode 17, or Season 3, Episode 4, which is called Mighty Big Trouble. And to make it short, I think that this is probably the best episode we've gotten from this season so far, whether you call it Season 2.5 or Season 3. Hell, in fact, in Season 2 in general, I think this is the best one because it actually leads up to new stuff going on, and I kind of got bothered by the fact that we have no, new designs for, Decepticons. They've all kind of been rehashed, and then they introduce a couple of new Decepticons in this, the one that I mentioned previously. His name apparently is Shadelock, who is mostly a Viacom, but he's got a different face. while he's mostly a Minicon, he's definitely different enough and interesting enough for me. And then there was another Decepticon that might be a repaint of someone else, but I can't really put my finger on it. And then there's actually Insecticon in the series. Whether it's going to be called an Insecticon or not, we'll have to wait and see. In the episode, they even mentioned that Starscream is definitely different than what he previously looked. In fact, they even mentioned that they thought that he was dead. Or they kind of hinted, at least, so that's interesting. But it's kind of like the internet kind of is assuming that Starscream was dead, but then I thought that everything that kind of led up to it was pretty good. Until the part where there's a huge chunk of it where the Minicons attack the Autobots. Like, the Minicons finally escape the Decepticons, and they go to the Autobot base to find something, and they're fighting the Autobots. And while I get it, at the same time, I kind of wish we kind of went back to the Decepticons and whatnot, because those characters look cool, and I hope they have a lot of screen time. But nonetheless, I think what stole the show was Starscream. He was just amazing. He definitely felt like more of a leader, and he definitely felt stronger in this episode. Compared to like Transformers Prime, where he's kind of always worrying about stuff and whatnot. There's definitely a difference between Starscream now and Season 3 Beast Hunter Starscream. But nonetheless, really cool, and I definitely want to get the figure for him. And one more thing that I want to mention, the Dark Starsaber actually makes an appearance in the show, and Starscream actually gets it. So I know some people don't like Robots in Disguise, but I actually recommend checking this out. It's the same thing as when Soundwave appeared in Transformers Robots in Disguise. I feel like everyone who's into Transformers Prime should at least watch that episode. I get that some people are not into Robots in Disguise. I feel like they should at least watch that episode. But if I have to choose a second episode, it'd be this one so far. And it seems like it's only going to continue. And by the way, yes, Starscream is voiced by Steve Bloom, which everyone was hoping for. It's no surprise, but he is still voiced by him, so yeah, that's cool. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. I'd say give it a watch. If you like Robots in Disguise, yeah. If you like Transformers Prime, yeah. I think it was actually a very good episode. It's just most of it was with the Minicons attacking the Autobots, which kind of I just didn't really care for. But then it led up to the last part where they just lead into what's going to happen next, and that was awesome. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump! Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are talking about Transformers Robots in Disguise, Season 2, Episode 18, or Season 3, Episode whatever, Minicon Madness. Now, this is going to be a quick review. It's not going to have a bunch of those jump cuts and whatnot. I'm not going to pretty much talk through the whole thing. I'm going to talk about some key components that I wanted to talk about, which, by the way, spoiler alert. And that's mainly because I didn't watch the episode earlier when it was on TV, when it premiered on TV. So I just want to get this video out as soon as possible. But anyways, let's talk about a few things. Let's talk about Starscream, first off, because I'm pretty sure some people are curious about Starscream. And we got to know more about what's going on with Starscream. We actually learned why he changed his look. We actually got to know how he survived the Predacon attack. And what's funny is he's telling Bumblebee this, and he pretty much says that I bravely fought the Predacons. Meanwhile, in the flashback, it shows him running away like a coward. So I love the fact that they don't really get away from what Starscream originally was. I was kind of worried about that in the previous episode because it made him look too badass and whatnot. And that's not really Starscream. Starscream's more cowardly. It does make sense that they go that way for the new series, but you know, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more of the cowardly scenes the cowardly side to Starscream is what I meant to say. Anyways, but I do like that. It actually talks about how he disposed of the Predacons. Yes, he killed the Predacons. At least Skylynx and Darksteel. Whoa! I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. I honestly, honest to God, I really was not expecting him to actually kill off the Predacons, especially in this show, which doesn't really talk about death too often. I mean, there's a whole scene with Megatronus, but after that, there's really not much, and even then, it's like, did he truly die? Or did his body just die, and it's like Unicron, he's got like a manifestation or something, I don't know. But, you know, I just thought that was interesting, and it feels like they're going the right direction with the show. Now, I will say it's the same thing with the previous episode. It takes a look more so into the Minicons, which isn't bad. It talks more about the Minicons and whatnot. Pretty much explains why Starscream wants the Minicons, which is all good. You know, I don't mind that. But I would like to see more Starscream in these episodes, but that's just me, I guess. It is cool to see Starscream and Bumblebee kind of banter towards each other, so that's cool. But after that, there's not really much I really want to talk about, so there's that. I think that if you like the previous episode and you're catching up on what's going on with Starscream, then you kind of need to watch this episode, because there's more plot going through this episode, which is good and all. And the Minicons and the Autobots are kind of like gaining trust with each other, so that's good. I will say this, a lot of people have been talking about that, the one bounty hunter that's working for Starscream with the Autobot logos. I wonder if it's kind of like Drift, where when he arrived to Earth, he was kind of like a bounty hunter or something like that. I don't know exactly. It's been a while since I saw that episode, but I think it's something like that. So, but yeah, it's just like a bounty hunter for hire. You know, I wouldn't look too much into it. It doesn't even seem like that character is going to have any speaking lines or anything like that, so. Anyways, with that said, I think that if you're catching up with what's going on with Starscream and Robots in Disguise, or either or, then you should probably watch this episode. So there's that. If you're not keeping up with any of that, then don't bother. It's an okay episode, but if you miss it, you miss it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I'll see you guys next time. Fist bomb! Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here, doing another video for you guys, and this time we are talking about Transformers Robots in Disguise episode, and right now I have the sniffles or something, because my nose just feels like blah! Anyways, so this is Season 2, episode, I believe it's like 18, or Season 3, Episode 6, apparently people are calling it that. Either way you call it, the episode is titled Worthy. And this is going to be kind of a quick review because we've got a storm coming around, and I want to get this review the day that the episode got premiered. So, I'm sorry that this video is not going to have a lot of jokes and editing and whatnot, but whatever. There are a couple of key things I want to talk about, so let's go ahead and talk about them. Anyways, so some people have noticed in the Decepticon group with Starscream that there is one character with Autobot logos on his shoulders. Well, that apparently didn't lead to anything. I believe he's had no voice actor, and there's no real explanation. He just has Autobot logos. I think what it is he was hired. To him, it doesn't matter if he's Decepticon or Autobot. If you hire him and pay him enough money, he will work for you. That's what I'm getting at, so. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. I will say, though, we do get to see Starscream in the Power Surge form, which is funny because he couldn't do that right away. Early on in the episode, he captures like 6 of the 7 weaponized Minicons and attempts to Power Surge with them. but because he doesn't have the 7th one, he could not power surge completely, which is funny because later on, he like Arrowbolt and Starscream separate, but he can still power surge with the 6 other Minicons. That didn't make sense to me. But Arrowbolt power surged with Optimus Prime, so even though it's confusing, it's well worth it because we got 2 power surge characters from the old Transformers lore going at it, and it's entertaining as things can be for entertainment. Anyways, so yeah, those are just like a couple of points. There's not really much else to talk about. I mean, the rest of the episode is kind of basic, and unfortunately, I don't want to say it's not worth the wait, but it's just, I don't even want to say it's disappointing, but it's not what I was expecting. I was expecting something bigger and something major to happen, and well, it's just kind of meh for like an ending to this part of Robots in Disguise. Again, I don't think it's bad, but you know, it's kind of just whatever. Anyways, by the end of the episode, Optimus, who apparently went off to do whatever else, had explained that he wasn't with the Primes, and he wasn't with those other Autobots, he wasn't at Cybertron, but apparently he was with other old friends. I wonder who that could be. Hello, RC, Ratchet, Bulkhead, and other people of the old Transformers Prime sitting on the shelf right there. There they are, right there. You can't see them because my finger's in the way. So, there's that. Anyways, I thought that was actually like the best part, and I was hoping that they tease like Optimus Prime would go back to them, and then you see the silhouette of RC, Bulkhead, yada yada yada. But unfortunately, they didn't. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, there is one more thing. I didn't realize till this episode that the ship that the Minicons have been using is just a blue version of Wheeljack's ship. I kind of found that hilarious. Anyways, what do I think of the episode overall? Like I said, it's not so much disappointing, but it's just kind of meh to what I was expecting. I don't think it was bad, but if you've pretty much seen all the episodes with Starscream or Robots in Disguise leading up to this, then it's not gonna hurt to watch it. Anyways, so that is pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun dudes. And I'll see you guys next time. Fist bump!